EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right to the air is Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I like the... ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second down and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Chase Brown. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Bengals.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Burrow going to change the play. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a short one to Gesicki. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Now Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll complete this one to Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And no one happier C.J. Stroud was drafted than Nico Collins, because he's had over 1,000 yards each season since Stroud came to town. What a great relationship those two have. Almost symbiotic in what they get done.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete. It's Jalen Noel. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Complete to number 13.
And now they'll shift things around.
It's 2nd and inches at the 46-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Third down and 13. Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Finding space at the 40. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, Did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Tackled there by Jordan Battle. The Texans had 0-1 of the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Down the field, he's got Noel. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Under. South.
And Stroud now to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now Stroud going to bat it forward on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Stroud looking to change the play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Stroud. That one complete. It's tanked down. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now at this point in the first half, you got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Here's Stroud. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jonathan Allen. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stroud to throw it. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Burrow on play action. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the 1st with a very effective stiff arm. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to troop a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Chase Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun. Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 42-yard attempt.
Oh, this one is no good. Fairbairn hangs it out to the right. And this will stay at a 7-point game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Looking to put a drive together.
Oh, ready? Swap. Mother swap.
Now a give running left with Montgomery. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Dell. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud working out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
A loss of a yard.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Burrow. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Will Anderson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Third and long.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, a give to Brown. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Chase Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Evan McPherson.
McPherson now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Texans nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Stroud looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Now Stroud. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the locksmith, Kamari Lassiter. And the Texans are right back in this football game.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And Stroud now to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, he's been running for his life all game long. They've sacked him time after time. And here he's again forced to beat the retreat. And he's got to throw this ball away.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. They'll let this go deep for Collins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over here just shy of the 30.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. Burrow looking to pass. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
T. Higgins, 71 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Stroud being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Caught here, right side, Knoll. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it.
Yeah, baby. It's game, baby. He ain't your 3. He ain't your 2. He the ball. He ain't your 4. He ain't your 3. He ain't your 2.
Major news surrounding one of the premier head coaches in the NFL. He and his club parting ways in a move that's sending shockwaves across the NFL.
If you think it's that easy, then you do it. When you gotta have it that you can't stop. When the world says they'll help you, but they not. They too busy trying to make the rain stop. When there's more galaxies than the raindrops. He's not the 5. He's not the 4. He's not the 3. He's not the 2. He's not the 5. He's not the 4. He's not the 3. He's not the 2. We don't leave the church till the energy is done. Say they wanna have a good time, tell them come. People shout him up and down the aisle, watch him run. He is not the or the and he is the one. Every opportunity to serve him, here I come. Raising his name from the moon to the sun. Can't nobody do it like him, there is none. Cause he is not the or the and he is the one. He the one, he the one, he the one, he is the one, he the one, he the one, he the one, he is the one, he the one, he the one, he the one, he is the one.
Bro, this ain't a debate. God's in control of the things that I make. He's in control of the time of the rest and the time I get dressed and when I take a breath and the time I had left and the chances I take. Think that you know me, well, it's a mistake. Skateboard is different, I got vertebrae. I am not bending and spinning and stretching and thinking of shrinking to fit in your tank. Think like an octopus, really a fish. Aim in the head like a God is the fist. Who can do choreo movie like this when it comes to the spirit? You know who it is. Know what he bout.